Hello everyone. So I'm here again doing a channeled message. Now I know now that I can't do them every week. I don't know what it is. I find them someone says is the energy too much for you? Well, it's not too much for me because I wouldn't be able to do them otherwise. That's basically how it works. If the energy is too much, you wouldn't be able to channel the message at all. It's that simple. I wouldn't be able to do it. So it's not that. It's just that for me, and maybe this is how it's meant to be, or maybe this is how the message is meant to come through. It needs to be this way, and so I need to trust in that. One of the things that humans struggle with a lot is we struggle with trust. We've been trained by the logical patriarchal mindset to do everything in a kind of logical, constructive way. So, like, having a plan for your day, which is what I have, or being logically attuned, thinking about things from the mind space. Well, the angels tell me that if we live from our heart space, then we'll actually produce more because there's a length of creativity in that. And that's something that they kind of want to highlight. Another thing they spoke about to me was that, like, say we look at this technological side, they said, wouldn't it make sense for the AI to do all the technological, logical stuff and for the humans to do the creative stuff? Because we're more creative than we are logical. I mean, obviously, we'd have to balance that out because it's the masculine and feminine, but that's kind of what they've been talking about. So yeah, this is why I'm doing them this way. It feels right for me. I'm trusting in that. It's about trusting in yourself and being there for yourself and hearing your body and knowing what it wants. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to channel in the Archangel Micha. Now, Micha is the angel of the divine plans, right? Now, and the world and the life that you're meant to be living, that kind of thing. So I'm going to channel Micha in, and so long as Micha's willing to work with me, otherwise I'll just come back and say, Micha doesn't want to work with me. So that's what I'm going to do for you and see what kind of message that we get from Micha. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to channel in the energy and bring in Micha. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to talk about something that came up in one of my groups. Someone said to me, or no, it was an email maybe, I can't remember, but someone asked me about channeling and saying, well, if you don't channel anything specific, you could get something that isn't of a right vibration. I said, I actually, when I do this, I make sure that I'm protected and I've got a shield that says only certain amounts of certain things can come in. So when you do this, say only 100% love and light. I don't want anything dark coming into my space, that kind of thing, yeah? As if you are going to do this, because it's not the easiest of things. But yeah, okay, just thought I'd tell you that. Okay, are we ready? All right then. So I'm gonna bring in the angels. Oh, angels are just reminding me. Angel Michael's not here yet. My angels are reminding me to do a moment with you guys. Okay, so just take a moment, all of you, and so long as you're not operating any machinery, doing anything that requires your complete and utter full concentration, or anything that requires your concentration using your hands, then don't do this practice. But if you're listening to me, then you can listen to me. You don't have to do the practice. But and you're driving or something, but if you're completely free and capable and able, then what I ask you to do is just put your hands on your heart. Of course, for me, I don't even know where my heart is at the moment. It's a big jumper. So put both your hands on your heart and just sigh first. Just let everything go, and I'd just like you to drop your shoulders down into your back. So these two shoulders, it's like you're pushing your shoulder blades inwards, inside, and you're pushing them down, okay? Many of us hold a lot of tension in that area of our body. That's kind of a little bit of a yogic move, really. I know you guys know I'm a yoga teacher, so that's kind of one of the things I would recommend. And now I want you to take a deep breath in. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, and you breathe out in a little O out of your mouth. So you're going to breathe in. Right into your belly, and then you can breathe out. And another deep breath in. And then out. Deep breath in. And out. We're going to do a small practice. It's called the 4-part breath. Okay. And what you do is you're going to breathe in for 3, hold for 3, breathe out for 3, and hold for 3. Okay, do that with me. Breathing in for 3, Breathe out for 3. So breathing in for 3, holding for 3, breathing out for 3, holding for 3, breathing in for 3, holding for 3, breathing out for 3, holding for 3. Now just do that with me for a moment. There you go. Now, while I bring that energy in, you can keep that going if you want, or you can do the other practice, and you can just wait for the channeled message from Micha. Each soul came to the earth with a blueprint. I, Micha, stand and assist you with this blueprint that you brought in. Everything that you ever have done in your human lifetime was pre-planned by you and the other souls that you work with to create your blueprint. All of the incidences in your life were organized and planned. Now, many a human asks the question, if this is the case, what am I doing here? This isn't a free will space. Well, actually it is, because there are 2 ways that this works. You have your pre-planning, so you have to have certain areas. So you have your core curriculum. You have to have certain areas happen, and people will come into your lives to show you the way, but you planned that they'd come in to give you the ideas or the thoughts or the vision or the direction. Now this happens based on your blueprint, yet the free will comes from the fact that once this moment has occurred, the meeting with the person, for example, that changes your life, that happens, and you get a space where you make your own choices about how you proceed with that. Then another thing comes in, and it might be a moment that is orchestrated by your blueprint. So you have orchestrated moments by your blueprint and unorchestrated moments which give you free will. And in those moments, each moment, you have these chances to make a shift. Now, every single person you've ever met in your life was part of this blueprinted energetic vibration. Even a person at a bus stop would be part of that if they gave you something that you then changed your life through. All of these meetings have some kind of resonance. Again, I hear that idea of, well, how is there free will then? Because you have orchestrated parts and non-orchestrated parts. So the lesson, for example, let's give a lesson. A lesson would be to have better relationships with family. Or maybe in your past karmic lives, in your past lives, your karma resonated at constant dissonance on the level of family. So you come back in to learn that lesson again, and then you find that your son doesn't get on with you, or your mother doesn't get on with you, or your uncle doesn't get on with you, or your brother, your sister, whatever. The reason it happens is to teach you and the other to be in higher harmony with one another, to be in deeper resonance with one another, to be in deeper love with one another. When you're not in that depth of love, then what happens is that you struggle. That would be the learning curve, is to understand. So the orchestrated moment is the lesson. Then the unorchestrated moment is how you deal with that lesson, okay? So you don't have, that wouldn't be decided. You have to make a choice. So maybe your nephew or your uncle annoyed you and you didn't know how to deal with it. And in all your other lives, you never spoke to them, you stopped speaking to them forever, and you didn't deal with it at all, and you both went to your next incarnation angry with one another, and you took the anger with you. Now, if you forgive, that's no problem. Both of you forgive and you let it go, and maybe you just have gentle contact, that may work. But the curriculum asks you to understand what you got in your orchestrated moment, and then what you can do in your unorchestrated moment. So here you have the music written. Here you're changing how you respond to the music, how you feel about the music. And it's that depth of understanding that will help you with this divinity, with this plan that you already put in place. Now, the other thing that I would like to bring to you is about something called soul contracts. All of the people in your life that you meet were contracted. So you have villains and heroes that play in your life. So there'll be people that are good, there'll be people that are bad, there'll be people that are mediocre too. That is normal. That is a normal way of life. You have chosen to have a human experience, and your blueprint wants to assist you, as do your guardian angels. Micha can also assist you with your divine plan. The guardian angels will come in and they'll support you with this plan you made. They may give you ideas, but they'll never make choices for you in unorchestrated moments. It's for you to do that yourself. Now, there are a few small reasons why this gets broken and your free will can get sort of intervened with. And that is if you're going to do something dangerous where you could end a life where it's too early for it, or that is if you're going to do something that isn't in the right resonance of what your divine blueprint talks about. Every single person has come into the human life with a blueprint of something they need to work through. The curriculum is interesting because many humans in Earth life have got very fixated by society and how society has told you that if you've done well, you've got the house, the car, the children, the money. This is not a divine blueprint. Humans are here to expand consciousness, to learn in a restricted form, to experience their soul body consciousness, to experience in a restricted form their loving consciousness, to experience their capacity, their openness, their drive, their system. Most humans struggle with this conception because they're still trying to get the car, the money, the house, the children, the life, the success that humanity is giving you. Success. Success is actually your blueprint. If you take your curriculum and you do the lessons that are necessary, then that is you succeeding in your earth life. So maybe you were here to make tons of money, but then maybe you were meant to give it away, but maybe you lost your sight as you moved forward. And then maybe what you did is you hoarded it to protect yourself and to build more and more and more and get more and more and more money. But the thing is, this money isn't right because your blueprint asked you to learn to give. And if you don't give, and if you don't care, then you don't heal that part of your curriculum, and you'll come back, and you'll come back, and you'll come back, and you'll keep shifting back to this vibration. Of course, well, some like the human existence, and they do want to come back, and they want to come back, and they want to come back. I liken it to your prison, your enforcement system on Earth, where when people do something bad, you place them in this place, at prison, you call them, and you put them there and you say, here you go, you will rehabilitate, and then you can go back out into the society. Yet often what happens is these people get so happy here and this becomes a home, this prison, this environment. Not everyone, of course, but this can happen for many, for some. And they come back to this environment. And this is kind of how Earth can be a little bit for many humans. Rather than learn their lessons, they keep wanting to break the code, not enjoy too much and do not so good things. There is a saying, many humans joke of this, I know of this, and they say that it's so easy to be bad and it's harder to be good. The goodness within you is always there. It's in your blueprint. It's signposted in all of your curriculum. Something else that I would like to bring to your curriculum spans over the decade. So in year 10, you would be expected to do 10, whatever it was in your 10. Then in 20, you'd be expected to do whatever's in your 20. Then 30, you'd be expected to do whatever's in your 30. 40, you'd be given whatever you were expected to do in your 40s. 50s, you'll be given whatever you were expected to do in your 50s. 60s, you'll be given whatever you were expected to do in your 60s. Now, by your 60s, if you've behaved resistantly to your blueprint, to your core curriculum, you may find you're not in your core curriculum when you move forward, and you're unable to move or shift. Because the easiest time to, and the most malleable time to shift your energy so that you are actually fully in your blueprint is you're in your 20 up to your 20-year phase, maybe in your 30s, but that's a little bit of a push, because by the time a human being gets to their 30s and 40s, they become more stagnant and stayed in their ways, and their beliefs and their limitations have become more conditioned and more deeply embedded into their system and into their makeup. So the divine plan is the literal, your curriculum, your course for this earth school. Now, many humans say to us that this is a really long time. It's so long. Human existence is so long. And actually, in some ways, it really, really is. And there's a reason for that. It's because you've done lots of things with your technology, with your work to make sure that humans live longer. Initially, humans were living up to, sometimes it was many generations ago. If you look back in your history, 25 was an age to go to the next energetic vibration. It was a time to pass over. 50 then became the end date, and it kept moving and shifting. And this is the thing, the earth life was meant to be short and quick, because it seems very long, even in 25 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. It can seem like a long time, yet the energy and the vibration is that you're meant to feel that slight pull back home before you go home. And yes, but it does seem like a long time, but my dears, it is not a long time. You're not actually here for that long. Once you go back and your soul shifts into the other vibration and you make your move into past energy, you'll realize how small this lifetime really was, and how it's the pains of the conditioning and the structure of society that are actually affecting your energetic vibration. And for some of you, you even came in to learn that lesson. You came in to understand that lesson about who you were. Remember, you are here on an earth core curriculum. This is the university of life that you are in. There is nobody that knows your core curriculum, only you. You can access it through the Akashic records, and you can access it through a medium or psychic reader can do this for you and bring you into this, if that's what you want. And they can help you to see where you're meant to be going and what you're meant to be doing. And with that, I am going to say goodbye. I don't think there's anything more that I need to give you, but I want you to just know with deep love that you have a deep core curriculum, and it's this curriculum that is working in the background. So when things get difficult or tricky, remember, it's just your curriculum. Learn and do the best you know how to clean up whatever it is, to clear it, to understand your emotional responses to it, to recognize your body, to heal those aspects so that you can move forward and clear your energy vibration for this life, and clear your energy of being a human. I mean, unless you want to come back again. So there you go. I'm going to give back to the one who is bringing me through. Take care. That was funny, because right at the end I felt that Micha started channeling me, because I felt like I was coming through or being pulled through. So I'm wondering if that's a thing. I don't think I'd like that. Almost like a me talking and them talking thing. That would be weird, right? I don't know, I've got real chills when I said that. Oh, something I don't need right now because I'm really cold. But yeah, so I hope that was good for you. I can't comment on it because I don't know. Well, obviously I know Michael would have talked about the divine plan. I know that much because that's what Micha deals with. So I'm hoping that you got some information that you needed. I'm hoping that something helps you in the thoughts and your ideas about this year. Still, I'm going to talk about that life plan for the 2025. If you want a plan for the year, please do go down in the notes. There will be the details for the plan and how you can get it and how you can get one for yourself. I'm not doing many of these. They're limited. I forgot to say this, by the way, before. But yeah, they are limited. Once I get to, I think it's 10, it might even be less than that now, I'm not going to be doing any more because they're quite a lot of work and they take me a lot of time to prepare for you. Okay, my lovelies, I send you so much love. If you got this far, please do give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe if you haven't, because it'd be lovely to have you as part of the tribe, because if we get bigger we can work together and heal together. And do check out the videos if you're interested. Sending you deep love. Mwah! Kisses and love. Bye everyone. Take care. Bye.